Oh, frick. Yeah. Since I'm recording it like this, I suppose it shouldn't hurt to just have the music on. But yeah, here's something a little bit different. We're going to have a CPU tourney, but with a bit of a twist. So, switching over to the recording setup on the computer here, I have a list of 64 names. The only reason why there are 32 participants in this tournament coming up is because there's only a maximum of 32% or 32 participants in any given Smash Bros. Tournament on at least one that's run completely on a Switch. But yeah. Let's go ahead and fill in all the participants here. Oh yeah, suppose I should give a bit of context as to what's going on. So yeah, every fighter in this tournament is a random fighter with a random spirit team attached to them. But of course it's gonna get more varied than this, I can tell you that. But yeah, before I get further into this, I'm just gonna set up the hotkey to switch over from the thing here. Okay, just to test everything out, this is Control 1, Control 2. Alright, cool. Anyways, let's spin the wheel. See who would become our first team to enter this tournament. Oh. That's quite a bit of color spinning around there. First up is Team 43. In which Team 43 has this setup right here. Yeah, in preparation for this tournament, I have completely randomly generated like 64 spirit teams that could be used, all down to the style of dojo that they train in. Anyways, that's a bit insane, don't you think? Now there he is. Okay. With that in mind, guess we'll just continue spinning until we fill out all 32 participants. Next is 63. Which will be this one right here. 131. And yeah, another thing about how these teams are, none of them are as strong as they seem, as you may be about to find out here. Step 13. Now Yusuke was an unexpected height here. You see the abilities that he has? Just water and ice attack twice. That's what the two pluses mean. But yeah. Oh yeah, it's also kinda storming out at the moment, so you'll be hearing that occasionally. Incidentally, I easily found a Poppy Bro Jr. Just making sure that we all see what each of the teams do. Number 19. Well, it has also become a bit of a high tier in my initial testings of this tournament. Though he doesn't seem to have too much in store for him, aside from critical health stats up twice. Alright. I suppose I should put a timestamp as to when the actual tournament will start, in case we don't want to see absolutely all the setup here. Anyways, we got Team 1. Trade-off ability ups, baseball equipped, critical health attack up, with the boulder style. Now that I think about it, I don't think everybody, or even anybody, took a look at the dojo and its styles. Up until I did today, so... Okay. Next up is this team. PSI attack up, critical health healing, shooting attack up, with the Big B style. Which will be Hitmonlee. I think I'll go ahead and blaze through these real quick. 35, which is this one. Just a lowered landing lag, but I don't think a single trait like that will really hinder anybody. That'll be your Bosa. Anyways, I kinda got inspired to do this type of tournament after seeing Pony just be like, well, we can't really do randomized spirit teams, mainly since the game would just pick the most optimal one for everyone anyway. Anyway, what was it? Number 18? Yeah, alright. Boom Boom and Pom Pom are another high tier, honestly. At least in the first round of testing. Mainly thanks to their hyper smash attacks. Number 14. Yeah, Heracles may not seem like much, but apparently he hits like a truck, so better be mindful of that. Meanwhile, there's a good portion of teams that I haven't even tested out yet. So it will definitely be interesting to see how everybody stacks up here. Oh, could be 60? It's 60. Alright. Eh. Well, that's annoying. Sometimes XL would just do something like this, and it would just mess up everyone's groove. Fortunately, there's an easy fix called closing out every single app and then opening them back up again, so... And no, as much as you want to think they did not add the Duolingo owl as a spirit into Smash Ultimate, He's actually from the Mega Man series. $39. Could probably be a good counterpick to the Heracles team. Who knows? Number 58. I wonder if there's a way to just make the speed of the wheel go a lot faster, to be honest. Cause, yeah, I guess the suspense of everything is great, but if you're just trying to fill out a whole bunch of a list or something as quickly as possible, this is not the way to go. Maybe I can add a title and description. No, that's what I'm wanting here. Advanced? Sure, why not? Oh, that's what you mean. You know, I think I'm good. Okay, what was it? 57? Yeah, sure will. No, wait. Still have to spin the wheel, since it's not giving me the option to remove 57. Number 30. Okay, so you only got like 12 more people to fill out here. Add our bot to your Discord server and spin wheels from within Discord. Yeah. 28 is Rayquaza. Or Rayquaza. Whenever it says jump plus, it only just means the height of the jump has been increased. The more you know. Number 9. Unfortunately, Nick is one of those low tiers. Like, all he does is have a chance of double final smash. And he would have had a special ability that would have affected the outcome of the match if it weren't for the fact that he can be enhanced at level 99. There's a few teams that are like that, handicapped by the fact that they're not their upgraded form. Uh, well, I guess I can just do this. Yeah. Alright. That'll be 51. I imagine that 51 would be quite the team to go up against. Just be one winged angel of Sephiroth all the time. Number 16. Even though Samurai Goro is considered a legend, he's another one of those low tiers during the initial testing of this tournament. "42" looks like is next. Tossing the Meteor is basically the buff that it buffs the upward and downward launches of the character. Makes them go further, I guess. 55. Flying Man is one of the few teams in this tournament that has a weakness as big as, oh, I don't know, initial damage 30%. Not sure why some teams have to have that thing. Have that, benefit, I guess. Maybe it's just to make everyone true to their form or something. 38. The spirit interrupting this team is literally named Fire Attack. And, it's right here. Okay. And it's also one of the only Spirit Team artworks to get censored leading up to the release of this game. Cause for those who don't know, there's a Mr. Game & Watch's Forward Smash uses an animation from Fire Attack, and it's a very stereotypical Indian, as they would call it, as they would call them, though in actuality they're Native American, with a feather and everything. So yeah, they had to remove the feather. And I guess they just called it a day there. Alright, yeah, 22. The only other censored spirit designs were Pyra, Mithra, and I guess some of the other very suggestive designs that made their way into Smash. They just covered up the boobie. which is fine by me. Number 15. Xander Mopus. Okay, only 2 more to go. Yeah, only 2 more to go. As we can see on our entries list. That'll be the X-Parasite. And yeah, that's another one of those designs that, well, not design, but another one of those spirits that gets enhanced at level 99. So it could have had an ability, but it didn't. To put it shortly. And finally, number 11. I imagine this is Chris Redfield from the Resident Evil series. And with that, we finally switch back to everything right here and start the tourney. Apparently I made the entire Chris Redfield section here just bold. Well, no worries, I fixed that. Now, let's shuffle it a few times. And start the tournament. And yeah, whenever... The only time you get to see which team is getting used in these battles is during the splash screen for the fight and also for the fight itself. Here we have Chris Redfield versus Mallows. Gonna go grab myself some water before the match ends. What? Already? Jigglypuff just landed his ear to death. So yeah, as you may notice, a lot of stages are allowed in these tournaments. Final Smash meters on. And also, there's 2 stocks per character. You'll also notice that Robin's just schmoovin' here. Like, he's going fast. And is also jumping pretty low. And that's mainly because... Oh, I thought Chris had the runner style. But yeah, that'll do it for this battle. In which we give Mallows 1 win. And yeah, just to show how everything's recorded, let's switch back over to the Hey, computer scene here. Column H in this document is the number of wins recorded, so we record a win here. Anyways, back to the game at hand. Did I? Yeah, I did everything correctly. Alright. Now for Olmar versus Joker. Onto jungle hijinks we go. And honestly, a pretty good neutral between all the characters here. Oh, I thought Joker was going to get stun locked by the water here. In fact, it was Olmar who almost got stun locked by the water. Ah, yeah. Flygon versus Eagle. And in fact, Eagle may win this match. Just out of luck. Ah yeah, hazards are also off here. Just to avoid a good element of randomness. Well, good amount of randomness, I mean. Only randomness we have to deal with is whether somebody gets a double final smash, and also the CPUs themselves. Basically unreadable. The only thing you would really know about them is the fact that well, you can't really stage bike them without them teching and punishing you for trying to stage bike them. And also, they're very likely to kick your butt as well, so... One interesting thing that's happening with Olmar's Pikmin, like, earlier if you saw the blue Pikmin just bobbing up and down under the stage. But yeah, if it ever goes to time right now, it could be seeing a victory from Eagle. Flygon's just camping him out. Probably on account of Jungle Japes being legal at the moment. Ooh, Omar just letting that one rip as soon as possible and just dying immediately to Joker's final smash. GG. That'll be a win for Eagle. Didn't even get the instant KO. Just launching all the way over to the blast zone. Next up, Dr. Mario vs. Rosalina. With Omega versus Mark's true form. Oh wait, Marx is just doing a number on Omega. Maybe it's just a matchup issue though. Well. Oh. Okay, this could be Omega's chance to help turn this around here. Unfortunately, Dr. Mario's final smash. But then the Luma back air just takes him out. Okay, Mark's true form. There it is. Next up we got Aegis versus Bayonetta. With the Vega versus Tiki Tak Tribe. Good chance that Vega would win to this one. Probably just on a pure skill set alone. Like Vega, even though he's lightweight, he does have weapon attack up and move speed up. And if you notice, the Aegis does have a weapon, so that's just a bigger attack boost from most of her attacks then. Anyways, down tilt to forwarder takes out Bayonetta's first stock. Incidentally, Vega could just stay as Pyre the entire game and have all the benefits of Mithra. Just being able to combo easily off of Pyra's normals, thanks to the increased speed that she got here. Though the only thing that's really holding Vega back from true greatness is that he has the equipment style. Which basically just lowers your regular attack and increases the damage dealt by any sort of item. I mean, I guess there's some teams that need to fill a niche of playing solely with items, but yeah, I don't see any other reason to have it anyway. Maybe just to hold Vega back even more. I don't know. Anyways, that's a win for Vega. Next up is Pichu versus Mewtwo. Otherwise known as Boom Pom versus Lion. Yeah, Boom Pom is an established force of nature right here. Coming right in with a killing edge and the hyper smash attacks. The thing is, though, it seems that most of the CPUs here just like throwing their items. But it seems that Pichu has the better idea to just use the killing edge whenever it's available. Anyway, it seems like Lion's having a hard time here. And I think Pichu got a footstool and then did a mid-air jump there. And that's what happened. Oh yeah, Lion also has the item gravitation effect, which explains why the sword is following Mewtwo around. Well, aside from the fact that Mewtwo has that item. Oh, this could change the tides? Not quite. Let's check out the stats for a Lion real quick. Yeah, just item gravitation for a Lion. But this does indeed change the tide. Especially since now the killing edge is not in play. Oh, this could be over for Mewtwo. Never mind, he got launched in the other direction. Then the forward tilt takes out Lion's final stock. With the Boom Boom and the Pom Pom taking a win. Next up is Isabelle versus Little Mac. Otherwise known as Astral Female versus Nick. I think Isabelle is going to win this one. Though it looks like we may have an upset on our hands. Because Little Mac just wants to spam the smash attacks. Maybe this is just a bit of a favor repayal for how much Captain Rainbow is able to help him out. Maybe. Actually, it looks like Isabelle's starting to regain her footing. That high jump does help out quite a bit, though. I've actually never seen Isabelle cast a fishing rod that far before. Maybe there's other gimmicks to having certain effects equipped that I don't know about. But yeah. Astral Chain Hero Female goes and takes a win. Next up is Mario vs. Ken, otherwise known as Hoopa Unbound vs. the Lake Spirits. On to PS1 we go. Mario just immediately using up the Freezy. And yeah, Mario really do be Mario Jumpman Mario, that's for sure. Oh, way to cheese him out there. And it almost looked like Ken was about to lose a final stock because of that maneuver he just tried to pull there. Looks like Mario may be about to get this one. Although Ken may be about to. Okay. Yeah, it's maybe GG's right here. Never mind, Ken's still living. It seems that all the FGC characters just forget about their combos whenever they have spirits on or something. Because I do know that at least Ken and Ryu have the ability to cancel their normals into specials whenever they hit. Yeah, the floatiness of the characters really do be taken away from the pace of the battle. But then an up smash out of shield lands the Hoopa a win. Now I just gotta. There it is. Okay. Anyways, we got Yoshi versus Young Link up next. With Yusuke Kitagawa versus Hitmonlee. Which may seem like an even matchup at first, but I've known Yusuke to really get saucy. I guess there's just something about some people that would just make them unlock their true potential whenever you give them only buffs to ice and water attacks. Yeah, even though Yusuke might actually be losing due to the percent differences, I'm just gonna chalk that up to a type disadvantage, since attack types do beat out grab types, as far as the damage goes anyway. Though that's really only true with damage, actually. Like, doesn't it just flat out make a CPU better than the type it's disadvantaged against? Anyways, case in point, we're about to see Hitmonlee just get taken out. Yep. Taken out to dinner, then to dessert, and was forced to pay the bill. That's the worst, man. Don't get a man like Yusuke, alright? Ladies out there, don't get a man like Yusuke. Another thing you might notice is that sometimes the CPUs would just pull some insane stunts with the final smashes. And I mean, yeah, that's exactly what happens whenever you have a quick get out of jail free card whenever you have the final smash. Well, mapped to a single button, I mean. Oh, it almost looked like Hitmonlee was about to get the win there. Though the only thing really stopping Hitmonlee from getting any sort of W is that Yusuke is just really good at dodging everything. And if we take a look at... Well, alright. And if we take a look at Yusuke's stats, we also see that he has the brick wall style, which increases the offense. Anyways, what was that? Hitmonlee? Yeah, Hitmonlee. Now, where is Hitmonlee? There it is. Okay. Next up is Meta Knight versus Inkling, with the Poppy Bro versus Welt. I'm gonna say that Welt wins this one. Although it's starting to look like the Poppy Bro may have some sort of advantage as far as the damage dealing goes. And there isn't even any inherent advantage and disadvantage thing going on with the teams here, since Welt is one of the few neutral types. Usually the Poppy Bro doesn't do that great as far as the test runs go. but things may be different. Oh, the forward smash takes out Welp's first stock. What? Look at that run speed! Alright. And that'll be the end of Meta Knight's first stock. Maybe Welt can make some sort of comeback here. Alright. It may be over for Welt here, actually. Yeah, I don't think anybody figured that Meta Knight could just land his final smash by hitting you with the lightning that comes down to strike him. Anyways, that'll be a win for the Poppy Bro. Anyways, next up is the Ice Climber versus Daisy. Octoman versus Fire Attack. Octoman's definitely one of those gimmick teams, that's for sure. Oh, there goes Nana. But no worries, Nana's still alright. Yeah, more likely than not, I've seen Octoman get KO'd by his own launch star than anybody else. So... Though it does look like Octoman does have the type advantage, with grabs beating out his shields. And you can even hear if the team playing has a type advantage as well. Because you might have heard that flare sound happen each time Octoman landed a hit on a flare attack. Or, you know, Ice Climber lands a hit on Daisy. I guess that's just the game's way of telling you, hey, you're doing good, keep it up. Okay, Fire Attack could just let it rip, and that's what she does. But it appears that the CPU isn't that great at gaining KOs on opponents who have fallen asleep due to Peach and Daisy's final smash, so... No, Nana! Oh wait, Nana got saved by Daisy. Which is probably one of the biggest mistakes Daisy could have made that very moment. Anyways, time to unleash the ice pillar, and that's the absolute best position to put yourself on the other side of the stage from your opponent before you use your final smash. Anyways, that was Octoman. There he is. Like, oftentimes whenever I was playing with the preferred rules off as the ice climbers, I would just throw my opponent to the other side of the stage, let the final smash rip, and then just push the iceberg towards the side my opponent got launched. Really good way to do it. And it's also a great way to edge guard, or ledge trap. Mainly edge guard. Anyways, we got Samurai Girl versus Caesar. Yeah, it may just be pronounced Scissor, but I like the way Smash Bros. Melee pronounces the name better. Caesar. Anyways, Samurai Goro winning the match? Unheard of. I guess there's no real advantage or disadvantage to what's happening here. Oh, I might actually be huge for Caesar. Yeah, now both players are at the final stock, and at similar percentages too. Well, it looks like Samurai Goro might get the win here. Caesar might just deny the win. Who knows? Oh, that may be curtains. Never mind, Squirtle's still alive. In fact, it looks like Caesar might just be getting a comeback here. Jumps right up of the stage, switches over to Charizard and up airs him. I thought Caesar was going to go for another jump as Charizard and use it back here. But I guess whatever works. Next up is Plant versus Sephiroth. Xander versus 5-Volt. On to Minecraft World we go. I imagine that this stage would look so foreign to any Minecraft players in the coming years. Like, World generation may just be different. Maybe this biome would be very rare nowadays. Or than a days. Who knows? Alright. That's actually the first stock of Xander getting taken out here. But it's time for Xander's final smash here. And of course CPUs will usually get caught in it. Maybe except for now. Pity just failed to catch anybody. Now it's time for Sephiroth to use the final smash. Never mind. So it is kind of looking like Pronaplan's gonna get a win here. Just need to land a few more good hits, but then it was actually 5-volt who got the win here. Anyways, that'll be a win. Oh, I dropped my controller. There we go. Next up, we got the Flying Man versus the X-Parasite. Well, that was strange. Like, the ball just floated forward a tiny bit whenever Weave had used the move. Instead of Weave had floating backward or something like that. Yeah, like, what's up with that? Huh. Anyways, that'll be the end of the Flying Man's first stock. Well, it's kind of looking like the end of the X-Parasite's first stock is also near. Just one strong hit away, and the Weave Trainer's first stock is history. That wasn't the strong hit Cloud needed there. But yeah, it really does look strange, just ball doing whatever it pleases in this set in particular. Alright. And then we got Omni / version 5. which dealt a whopping 22%. I mean, I guess Flying Man, if I can find him. Yeah, Flying Man does have. Actually, I don't see. I have nothing as far as what could have helped him out. Maybe aside from. Maybe aside from a high defense stat. Like 3.7 thousand. Anyways, Weaver Trainer kind of needs to let the final smash rip to at least get caught off the stage, or a raw up smash could work too. Alright. Anyways, X-Parasite goes on to win another fight. Or fight another battle. One of the two. Next up is Simon versus Tunelink. With Heracles versus Rayquaza. Rayquaza with the literal Dragon Breath, but then dropping it just then and there. It seems to be a pretty close match so far. Rayquaza's critical damage defense up, I believe. Yeah, critical health defense just popped. But I don't think that's gonna help too much, especially now that the defense up is gone. As for why the buff isn't a permanent buff is beyond me. Thinking back on the air attack up thing that PK Beats has talked about in the recent days, maybe air attack up affects some other stuff like Wii Fit Trainer's soccer ball, for instance. Won't that be something? Anyways, Heracles gets another win. Well, another win as far as my headcanon goes, but this is the first one he's gotten in this recorded series. Anyways, next up we got Terbosa versus the man, the myth, the legend, Duo. Duolingo, gonna teach you some Spanish in a robotic accent. What? Urbosa? Okay. And immediately both Kazi and Min just start fighting each other off the stage. And yeah, even though Duo may have the type advantage, Urbosa is an ace rank, so that may account for the damage getting dealt. And also, Min's kinda clunky, to be honest. And yeah, even though Kazuya is at level 9, he still does fall to the same flaws that regular CPUs, and also Kazuya would just fall to. And that's a dead Kazuya right there. Oh, that could have been huge there. But duos just be living. And Urbosa do just be dying. Maybe just like in the actual game, huh? Anyways, now to find Duo. There he is. And finally for round 1 we got Samus versus Byleth. Phantom Zelda versus Isaac. And you know what's kinda bad about the Beast Ball equipped effect? Whenever the Beast Ball gets used once, it just disappears. Not sure why it had to be like that, but no buts about it. Like, there's literally no reason why it could've, no reason why it should be like that. Oh, that's a dead Zelda right there. We could be seeing an early KO here. Not quite. Samus's throws seem to take too long, or something like that. Oh, it looks like Byleth may be about to get the KO here. But Samus does have other plans. Never mind. Byleth just came off the revival platform swinging. Anyways, that would be Isaac. Yeah, just regular old Isaac. Getting a win here. Okay, so let's switch back over to here and see how everybody's getting tallied up so far. So, yeah. These 16 teams. Yeah, 16 team, right? Yeah. These 16 teams are right now in the top 16. And yeah, I have come to realize that winning a match in these type of tournaments do get you to snowball into greater heights. In fact, I'm feeling anyways, on to the next battle. Malus versus Eagle. On to WarioWare we go. And yeah, Mouse does seem to be pretty good, especially being on Jigglypuff and all that. Just being able to shark the entire stage and then end up losing a stock for it. Malice is terrible. But then Malice ended up being good. Alright. Let's see if Eagle can just cheese another stock off of Malice real quick. Okay, interesting maneuver from Joker. Oh. Read the rest and got the punish, but not all of the punish. But yeah, Joker is actually looking mighty nasty right now. Alright. Seeing how CPUs usually act, I'm kinda surprised that Joker didn't die from that. But he does die from that. Mallow Supremacy. So, yeah, basically, once once anybody gets a chance to win all these battles, they just snowball out of control. They could win like several battles in a row in a single tournament, while nobody else gets to win any more than they won if they're lucky enough. Which is basically why I'm holding multiple of these tournaments. Anyways, we got Mark's True Form versus Vega. No stage break was able to happen there. Rosalina was almost awesome there. But then the neutral air from Pyre takes out Rosalina's first stock, and then Rosalina was able to immediately turn the favor. And it does look like Rosalina is about to get her final smash. Just gotta use it in the right place and the rest should be history. And also, Mithra just roll right into it. Yeah, 63% in just one interaction. But yeah, I mean, Rosalina's final smash did get a buff from Smash 4 to Ultimate by just making it bigger. And that was Mark's true form. Taking a win here. Because if I remember correctly, Vega would be the Aegis there. Alright, next up we got Pichu with a Boom Boom and Pom Pom versus Isabelle with the Astral Chain Hero female. Onto Spring Stadium we go. And yeah, Pichu's just being downright impressive here. Until he just threw his sword away, and the rest is history. Never mind, he got the sword back. It does look like the Astral Chain well, as I like to call her, Astral Female is getting the win here. Mainly because of Pichu's self-damage gimmick. With the electric attacks and all that. And Pichu's just able to run right over the Lloyd because of his speed buff. And that'll do it for that first stock. Oh yeah, we do have the critical health heal here. Ha, funny. Anyways, Pichu's Thunder Jolt really does act strangely under the Spring Stadium stage. Like, do you ever notice it just going crazy over there? Anyways, looks like this might be the end of Isabella's first stock. No, saved by the ceiling there. And yeah, that's gonna be a W for Astral Chain Hero Female. Yeah. So that'll be that. Next up is Mario vs. Yonalink. With Hoopa Unbound versus Hitmonlee, Mario just letting that Freezy rip once again. And now that I think about it, the Freezy doesn't seem to be a very useful item in these tournaments. Oh, they're going high up here. It almost looked like Hitmonlee was about to do something crazy, but he just ends up smashing Hoopa on the tree. Yeah, I guess any battle involving a Hoopa would just be a snores fest. Basically Sonic, but worse. You know? Sonic or Steve, but worse, I guess. Oh, this might be over for Hitmonlee's first stock. And it is. Alright. I guess I could talk about some other stuff while this news fest drags on. So, just recently, a YouTuber by the name of Deltazin, I believe the name is called. But yeah, that guy just Delzithin. Okay, he just made a remade moveset for Steve. Basically, in an attempt to balance out Steve, just nerf him while also making him a bit more fun to play. And one of the changes that he made is that whenever whenever anybody gets launched into Steve's blocks, the blocks will just break outright. And that would stop any sort of matchup check, like back throwing into the block to rebound them into the blast zone. Anyways, finally, Hoopa's down. But yeah. I just thought of some funny counterplay. Well, some funny counterplay to this rework to Steve if Steve is ever in doubles. Like, K. Rool could just use. Well, K. Rool, Kirby, and DDD could just use their command grabs to just launch opponents into Steve's blocks and just break down any walls that he decides to build for some reason. Anyways, here we have Octoman versus Poppy Bro. And the launch star was actually used to help everybody reset back to neutral. Oh, word? Poppy Bro just took out Octoman's first stock with some sort of edge guard. Anyways, as far as how these teams go, I truly hope that Hoopa being as campy as he was just a quirk only for if that team was equipped with Mario or something. Like, I imagine Hoopa wouldn't be as campy on someone like Little Mac or Steve. Oh, it almost looked like Meta Knight was about to end the game right there then. But I suppose there's two targets to focus on here. Meta Knight, where are you going? Looks like he's heading upward. Taking out Ice Climber's final stock. Anyways, that's another surprise win from Poppy Bro. Maybe Poppy Bro's just good on Meta Knight. Anyways, now for what's his face versus what's his face. Caesar versus 5-volt. On to Tomodachi Life we go. With Caesar being a Pokemon trainer and 5-volt being the Sephiroth. Anyways, things are looking good for 5-volt. But then 5-volt easily got cheesed by Ivysaur shenanigans. Like, you never think that most stages are a problem for, well, against certain characters, but as it turns out, it's not always the case. Like, some characters would just take advantage of a bunch of stuff, and it'd be like that. Hoshi ni kaere. Play out the Supernova. And it looks like it's just increased knockback. Alright, we got the critical stat... well, the critical health attack power up. As if Sephiroth needed another one, to be honest. Anyways, the forward tilt from 5-volt takes out the final stock in this match. And 5-volt goes on to fight whoever's up next. Right, the Poppy Bro. This could be a formidable challenge right there. Anyways, next up we got X-Parasite versus Heracles. Heracles was one of the actually banned characters in the tier list that I made the first time. But maybe with a added amount of matchups to go up against, maybe things will even out here. Alright, they're playing a hot potato with a holy water. That sounds incredibly funny, to be honest. It's literally a hot potato, now that I think about it. Unless the holy water was boiled a few moments ago. An hour ago, more like. Anyways, it seems that Weaver just wants to. In fact, everybody just wants to land a hit to combo into their final smash, which works pretty well as far as game plans go. You know what's strange about this match though? Wii Fit Trainer's soccer ball is acting normally this time around. Like, what could possibly have been the cause of this strange behavior then? Maybe it's just because of whoever she was fighting against? It definitely can't be because of the stage, because otherwise someone might have pointed it out. Anyways, we got a dead Simon. X-Parasite gains a win. So, as far as all the styles go, you might have noticed that one of the styles is called the Forgetful style. And what exactly is that, to be honest? Well, Slowpoke teaches the Forgetful style, and it's basically the dojo you go to if you just want to forget a style. Which I guess is good if you realize, if you join some sort of club that's against, uh, you know, having your spirits go to dojos and all that, and learning some styles, and you'll be like, oh crap, what do I do? Hey, well that's easy. Just go to the Slowpoke dojo and forget what you've learned. And the best part about it is that it hardly takes any time to learn a style. Like once you got somebody inside the Slowpoke dojo, they're just gonna forget the style even existed. But yeah, long story short, the Forgetful style is just an elaborate way to say this spirit has no style. It may have grace, and it may have a funny face though, so... whatever works, whatever works. Anyways, Isaac is doing quite a number on Duo, for obvious reasons, the type advantage. And also, Isaac is advanced or ace, if I remember correctly. Looks like Bile is just gonna camp the platforms and use a bunch of up airs. It almost looked like Min was about to use her up special to take out Bile's first stock there. Anyways, Bile could easily take out Min's final stock once he gets the stage advantage. And there he goes. That's a dub for Isaac. And that'll do it for this side of the bracket. Oh wait, that ain't the... yeah, that ain't the keyboard shortcut. This is the one, which opens up this style editor. Alright, so let's run everything through the custom sort filter again. And now we have the top 8. With Poppy Bro Jr., Astral Chain Hero Female, Hitmonlee, Malos, X-Parasite, 5V, Isaac, and Mark's True Form. All taking up top 8 at the moment. Not accounting for the other half of the spirit teams that have yet to even participate in a single tournament. Though I may have to save the other half of the teams for a different VOD. Anyways, on to the next battle. We got Malos versus Marks. On to the Colossi of all rest we go. The rest didn't instantly KO Rosalina there. Anyways, Jigglypuff... Seems that Malos says Jigglypuff doesn't even need to land a setup in order to land rest. It just decide you're about to fall asleep and boom, you fall asleep. And launch your opponent along with you. Anyways, Jigglypuff's gonna try not to jump into that. Alright, good dodge on Jigglypuff. And then the up smash takes out Marks' final stock. And Malice goes on to take another victory. Next up is Isabelle versus Younglink. With a Astral Chain female versus Hitmonlee. Oh, alright. Isabelle just now is getting hit by that final hit of the spin attack, if I guessed correctly. Anyways, looks like Isabelle is another one of those characters that would become really campy whenever a certain team is just put on her. I suppose while this match is going on, I'll go ahead and sort through all the names that all the teams that haven't been chosen for this tournament. So 3, 4, 6, 7. Okay. So it looks like Astral Chain Hero Female might be about to win this one. Oh? Okay, things suddenly got a bit more interesting. Anyways, the final smash has caught somebody. And Astral Chain Hero Female takes another win. Next up, we got Poppy Bro Jr. versus the Sephiroth. Yeah, 5 volt whenever she's angry. Ten, 17. Three, 4, 6, 7, 10, 17, 20, 21, 24. 25, 26, 29. 32, 33, 36. Oh! 5 volt one. Okay. So this one. $37, $41, $44. $45, $46, $47, $48. $45 through $50 actually. $52 through $54. $57, $59. $61, $62, and $64. Alright. Going back to viewing the match, I don't know if any jank happened as far as Wii Fit Soccer Ball goes here. But Isaac did score a first stock, and it doesn't look like any jank happened with Wii Fit Soccer Ball at all here. Yeah, no jank happening. In fact, it looks like Wii Fit may be about to get the first stock on Byleth. Ooh. Byleth just barely managed to hit her there. And it doesn't take out Wii Fit's first stock. Well, final stock. But we do see the case of the double final smash getting used. Well, activated anyway. Byleth decided, heck it, we ball. And that'll be the end of that round. Isaac goes on to the semifinals. Anyways, going back over to here. We're in the top 4 now. With the Astral Chain Hero Female, Malus, Angry 5-Volt, and Isaac taking up the top 4. Anyways, let's get back to the fight. And once again, Jigglypuff is really abusing her jumps. And is not gonna lose a stock all because of it. Just gotta remember the auto heal that Astral Chain Hero Female does have. Just activating it real quick before you're dealing a tons more damage. Anyways, the down tilt takes out Astral Female's first stock. Isabelle might have been thinking really hard about what just happened there after the fishing rod broke, the grab. Now it looks like Isabelle is fruitlessly camping here. Although, okay, final smash is about to rip here. And here goes. The light planting was only a bait. And that dealt just enough damage for Jigglypuff's final smash meter to fill up, only for the KO to take away a good chunk of it. That isn't to say Isabelle could make has a huge possibility to make a good comeback here. Though it looks like the opposite may be happening here. Never mind, down tilt. Jigglypuff is just using a whole lot of moves to keep Isabelle off the stage. Anyways, puff up. It didn't really hit though. Ah well. And the pound, it takes out Isabelle's final stock. Malice gets another win. Win number 4. going on to grand finals against whoever wins this match. Either Angry 5-Volt or Isaac. Onto Yoshi's Island we go. And yeah, this battle is being played relatively safe here. They probably know what each other is capable. Yeah, they probably know what each other is capable of. Each other are, each other is. It probably is are. Well, that was confusing to comprehend. Anyways, looks like Isaac may be about to get the first stock if Sephiroth can't help it. He does have a... Never mind, he no longer has any good defensive buffs on. Makes it up with just an Octaslash. Oh. Sephiroth just dodging the Fail Nox too. And it looks like Biles just gonna keep on firing Fireth until his stock got taken away. But hey, both players are still both at their final stock now. And it looks like Biles may be about to let his final smash rip here. If Sephiroth doesn't have anything to say about it. But it looks like both players are gonna play keep away until Sephiroth lets his rip. Who knows what could happen here? A KO. Angry 5-Volt goes on to fight Malus in the grand finals. Let me just sort the PR of everything real quick. Nothing too new to see here, except for my PC's battery running low. There we go. Alright. Malus versus 5-Volt. Let's see who would win this one. Taking it to Mementos, I see. I know there's probably some pretty cheerful track playing right now, but on my own music, we got louder than words by less friction just playing. Perfect to frame this grand final such as that. Two forces of nature just duking it out. Oh, Malus with a tendency to just use up all of Jigglypuff's jumps just to see what could be done here. Accidentally flies a little too close to the sun and gets paid heavily debts from it. And the shield break effect happened with the supernova. Man, 5-Volt could not get any more lucky. What was once thought to be a match between two forces of nature was actually just a match to see who could outsmart the other. Anyways, the final result As far as the power level goes, 5 volt is the most powerful at the moment, followed by Malos, and then Astral Chain Female and Isaac. Poppy Bro Jr., Headmon Lee, X Parasite, and Marks, and then everybody else who participated in the tournament to follow and close behind. Anyways, that'll do it for this VOD, and I'll see y'all next time.